well, let's just talk about it. There's a Fugazi COTY, or Cigar of the Year pledge.
Like the pledge from
Like
EP
pledge
Carrillo.
from EPC, right.
Right.
And it even says on it's a plain white wrapper, and it says Cigar of the Year series compared to EPC Pledge or EP
Pledge
Carrillo
is
Pledge.
a great cigar.
It's a fantastic cigar.
Mm-hmm.
The appearance on this espresso brown wrapper, oily and leathery with some veins, firm feel overall, basic black and white band. Pre-light sniff, I got barnyard and roasted coffee.
And these cigars are in about the $3 range, right? It's
Usually,
what they
yeah.
generally wind up costing. Yeah.
The pre-light draw on this, I used a clip, I had a medium draw, sweet mocha, and an espresso. I'm expressing with my full capabilities. The initial light on this, Nicaraguan pepper breeze.
Okay.
So not the blast that you get when you start up a pledge,
Right.
but Nicaraguan pepper breeze, a little breeze, and it was a little slow to light too. Like it took a little bit of getting the flame on there to get it really lit. Rich earth and pepper with a slightly fruity note. Retrohale is sweet and peppery. The first third of the cigar, roasted coffee and gritty mocha with a slightly banana sweetness. A bit of young tobacco bitterness followed on the end. The retrohale was sweet and peppery with campfire. Solid ash, good burn. Proposed pairing. I had a bottle of Duvel that I poured into a glass and had this with it. I figured with the
Usually
kind of
pretty good with cigars, yeah.
well, yeah. Well, not only that, but like I was thinking because of the fruitiness, you know.
Right. There's some fruitiness to the Duvel.
There's some fruitiness in the Duvel, and it actually worked really well to balance the bitter. I also thought a wheated bourbon would go really nice with this, Soa
Nice.
Weller or something
Nice.
along those lines. The second the second third of this cigar, more of the same. Pepper's a bit gritty, mocha's a bit gritty, campfire on the lips and tongue, slightly sweet, slightly astringent banana aftertaste, kind of like the banana peel. You ever get like you eat the banana, you get a little bit of that too close to the banana peel, and it leaves that astringency in your
When
mouth.
it leaves the little string on the edge of the banana.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Totally.
All that with the retrohale is a little sweeter at this point with some pepper. Solid ash, good burn. The third third of the cigar, it went out.
Oh,
It literally just snuffed out on me.
wow.
I will say this, okay? Last night I was smoking in about 25 degrees.
Yes.
Now I did have my chimney and my fire table going at the same time on each side of me.
Get a little warmth.
And so it wasn't brutal until the wind would go by.
Yeah.
But so there may be some flavors. Maybe I have to revisit this at some point, but I don't know. It went out. And when I relit it, everything got grittier.
Ooh,
Harsh chemical flavor.
not good.
Done. Put it out. I was like, I'm not going to sit out here in 25 degrees.
Yeah,
and
unless
try
you're
and suss
enjoying
out
this. Sure.
The rest of this cigar.
sure.
So I'm going to tell you, when I looked it up, I got about $2.50 for this cigar. I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3.
A
That's
3.
not
Even
a
at
good
$2.50.
number.
Well, you know when a third of it's got to be thrown away? Because it went out and then I had to relight it, and the relight penalty was 100%.
But it's $2.50.
With a 100% relight penalty?
Yeah.
Sorry, you get a point off for that.
Right.
Right, and then it went out on its own. I was smoking it when it went out.
So-
I had great draw on it and everything. It just
wasn't
went
like you were
out.
just letting it sit there.
No. And it
It
just
went
went out. And I was like, what? Like, it was so
How
strange.
far did you
'cause
get through it before?
I was puff. I sat down. I said something to Roberto, who was sitting there with me. And I went, puff, not puff. I was like, what is going on? It was between one puff and the next.
How far did you get through before it was out?
It was right about at the beginning of the last third.
Okay.
All right. So you got 2/3 of a $2.50 cigar, but
Now-
what's your overall take?
My overall take was it's a 3 because of that. However, if it wouldn't have gone out and it would have smoked the rest of the way, I probably would have given it a 4, maybe a 5. You get what you pay for, right?
Right.
But man, come on, even at $2.50, I've had cigars in that same price point to stay lit.
Sure.
You know?
And for me, like, I'm on a constant quest to find really great cigars under $5. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So,
And also the obvious question, how does it compare to an actual pledge?
yeah.
Well, it gives you something to think about. But it
That's-
doesn't compare to it at all.
That seems like very faint praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? Maybe for next week, let me say, I have a pledge in my humidor. If I remember, maybe for next week we'll do a
Smoke that.
pledge,
Yeah.
and I can actually do a direct comparison.
Love that idea.